What an extraordinary evening it is tonight as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of Yeshivat Chovevei Torah.
20 years ago, we started with a vision. It was a vision of a different type of orthodoxy. An orthodoxy that builds bridges, not walls. An orthodoxy that cares about all of Klal Yisrael and about Kol Yoshvei Tevel.
As the leader of a national organization myself, I regularly hear from people all over the country about how inspired they are by Chovevei rabbis. We know our stuff, and that, like Hillel HaZaken, we see Torah as something to share, not just something to protect. And I really can't wait to see what the next 20 years will bring.
Dear Ben, it's hard to believe that it's almost 2 decades since we first met at the University of Michigan, where you worked as the Hillel program director.
I first encountered Rabbi Avi Weiss. He showed up at Michigan to protest the Palestinian solidarity movement. And I deeply disagreed with his approach. And we ended up speaking on a Friday night. He was at the Chabad house. I went to see him.
There was something about the way you listened to others that made me immediately recognize that you could become a great Rav B'Yisrael extraordinaire.
We ended up having a couple of hour conversation, at the end of which he, in his characteristic way, says to me, "Ben, have you thought about becoming a rabbi?" When I started in Chovevei in 2004, Hillel was going through an interesting time of transformation. The realization that we had to be engaging and build networks around connecting to students however we could, right? Looking just over these 20 years or so, 15 years at the number of really successful YCT alumni who have been on campus and the ways that we've changed the movement, it's pretty incredible to see, actually.
Now, 20 years later, we can look back with pride and see that we have succeeded beyond what we could have imagined. We have 135 rabbis in the field, in the US and worldwide, serving in pulpit, education, college campuses, chaplaincy, and beyond. Yes, we have accomplished so much in our first 20 years. Now we must ask, what will be our impact for the next 20 years? In the near future, we plan to launch our Orthodox Rabbis Serving Klal Yisrael program with a focus on engagement, outreach, entrepreneurship, and innovation. And I have no doubt that the rabbis emerging from this program will be prepared to take on the new communal and religious realities that we will be facing in a post-COVID world, confronting these new challenges head-on and forging a path for all of us heading forward. This year, we launched our Israel program, taking a cohort of accomplished Israeli rabbis in their 30s and training them with the pastoral sensitivity, Torah leadership, and religious worldview that is unique to YCT. But the future holds more. It is my plan to open in the not-so-distant future a YCT Kollel, a Kollel that will provide prestigious fellowships for advanced Torah scholars to engage in the most pressing halachic and communal issues of the day. Together, we have achieved so much in these first 20 years, and together we will continue to achieve le'ela u'le'ela, higher and even higher, in the next 20 transformative years to come.